This is my brother Davey. Davey is really strong.
Alright, 157.5, let's go.
But there's just one lift that Davey still hasn't mastered.
So this is part one of what will be a multi-part series of Jacob tries to help Davey bench 100 kilos because it's the lift that he cares about the most. Why do you want to bench 100?
To be a beast.
To be a beast.
Se fosse mulher feia tava tudo certo. Mulher bonita mexe com meu coração.
So the first thing we need to do today is look at Davey's. Okay, so I think the first thing we need to do is attack Davey's program. So we lift 3 times a week. Talk me through what you're currently doing.
Tuesday's bench day, chins after that, 1 leg squats, tries, buys, core and calves. Thursday is deadlift, core lift, shoulder press.
And it's barbell, isn't it?
Barbell, yep. Then what comes after that?
I don't know, I usually just do my own thing.
Oh, then I'll do rows and tries.
Tries, of course, yeah.
And then I'll do dead bug and weighted chins. So daily squats, incline bench, dumbbell, curls, incline curls, and sprinter's calves. And then what's after that?
Tries.
Tries.
Is it actually tries?
I think that's dips, yeah. Bit of variety in my tries.
I'm gonna write it down as tries. First of all, actually, Durham said this all perfectly on Saturday.
You'd probably make better progress damaging them every 72 to 96 hours rather than every 48. Because you're not allowing the body to do it naturally. You're getting in the way of the magic.
Because you're currently going bench and tries, overhead and tries, incline dumbbell and tries. So you're just constantly pressing all day, every day, 3 times a week, and you're not allowing your body enough time to overshoot. So what I think you'll actually get a better result is actually, I know you like your tries and your variety, actually doing less pressing, but more quality and more focused on that barbell bench. Start treating it like a skill. So we're actually like in the same way you would practice your golf twice a week or your free throws every day or whatever it is, we're gonna start practicing bench itself more often. And probably lose incline bench for a little while. I think we'll cycle that out. I'm not a huge fan of incline press bench just from a shoulder health point of view. I think it puts you in a bit of an awkward no man's land position where you're kind of pinned but trying to get in an overhead position. It's not great from a supraspinatus point of view. So I actually think we want a barbell bench twice a week.
Twice.
Tricep once a week. Just choked on those words.
There'll be so much more room for activities.
So much more room for activities. Hey Davey, what are you doing?
Triceps.
How many times this week have you done triceps?
Twice. Thrice.
The other thing is we need to back off the volume of your squat and core lift just a little bit to leave a little more in the tank for the bench, to become a bench specialist. Because I think if you're probably a lot closer to your diminishing returns point on both your core lift and your squat than you are on your bench press. That's better. Come on. The other thing I want to talk about, which is not for the topic of today's video, but I want a lot more emphasis on strength as a skill with your bench press, which means less sets, which means more sets taken a lot further away from, let me start again. So we're going to treat strength a lot more as a skill, which means instead of taking your sets closer to failure and closer to maximum effort, which you're currently doing, like your sets today were a bit of a struggle. Instead, I want to do the same amount of total reps, but over more sets. So you leave each set going, I could have done 3 or 4 more reps. That was toast. I smoked that. That was nothing. That was toast, is that a thing? So I want you leaving each set fresher with more reps in the tank so that you are neurally recovering better between workouts. So you're not pushing so close to RMX, because there's a lot of research when it comes to training to failure that does not improve things. And I don't think it's just binary, training to failure, not training to failure. I think it's a continuum. So the closer you are training to failure, especially on your heavy stuff like bench, squat, chin, and dead and core lift, you're going to be exhausting that nervous system more aggressively faster. And we just need to shuffle things around so that your weighted chin is at the bottom of a workout when it needs to actually be at the top of one of the workouts. Because I think you need to put more emphasis on your rowing strength early in your workout on a non-bench day.
Why are you putting such an emphasis on weighted chins now?
Lat tension is a really big part of bench press. When you bench heavy, you want to practice tearing the bar apart, like you're trying to pull it apart like that between your hands, and that's a lat thing. There's a lot more lat involvement in a barbell bench than people think. Especially when it comes to tension through the entire, because the shoulder is a spiral joint, and we create tension through the pec and the lat twisting in that direction. So when you bench, get in there, tuck everything under, tear the bar apart, and that gets those lats involved, engaged. So lats are actually a big part. And so weighted chin, I want to push that heavier, and also I want to start pushing your rows a bit heavier too.
Cool.
Sweet. Part 1 of, what was the title again?
If we didn't have a snappy title yet.
Me trying to help Davey bench 100 kilos because, what was the reason again?
Be better than you.
To be better than Jacob, and because it's a beastly thing that you do in a gym that's good for you.
It's a working title.
We'll work on that.